Now at 5:30, opening statements in the Unite the Right rally trial from Charlottesville. Attorneys for the plaintiffs went head-to-head with defendants representing themselves, and each side laying out what they say the evidence will show.
And the plaintiffs previewed mountains of evidence that they say prove a conspiracy to commit violence, while the defense denied, pointing their fingers at one another. Well, our chief legal correspondent, Seema Iyer, is covering every moment of this case for us.
Yeah, and Seema, the plaintiffs, they referred to the Unite the Right rally as the Battle of Charlottesville. I've heard this used a little bit before. Have you? And what's the reasoning behind this?
I have never heard this until today. And basically, the plaintiffs are saying that the defendants conspired to commit this violence, and they were motivated by racial animosity. And the fact that they even have a name, Battle of Charlottesville, tends to prove their case. Now, they also went into opening statements. They made a few major points here. One, of course, that the violence was planned months prior to the event, that the defendants, they met in person, they spoke on the phone, they were on this app called Discord, and there were jail calls, and this is big. These jail calls were to the defendant who drove into the protests and killed that young woman, Heather Heyer, I believe her name was, and also that one of the defendants went to that defendant Fields' criminal trial. So why would you go to a trial of someone that you don't even know, right?
Yeah, you know, Seema, you also gave us a heads up here that some of the defendants would be representing themselves today, but it was something else to hear it.
Yeah.
And let's first talk about the well-known white nationalist Richard Spencer. What did you think of his opening today?
Okay. Let's be clear. This is it was a terrible event, but I am analyzing this just simply about the law. Okay, I just want to make that really clear before I say anything else. I think he was well spoken. He spoke to the jury directly, and basically, but I want to mention one more thing. Sorry, that it started off by Kessler's lawyer basically saying two things. They only planned for this protest. They only planned for violence by Antifa, so it was more like a self-defense thing, and they have a First Amendment right to say whatever they want. Okay, so let's get to this guy. Richard Spencer is basically saying that he had nothing to do with the other defendants, right? He said one great quote. He said, "The plaintiffs want you to believe you're either on the side of the angels or the devil incarnate." He also claimed, quote unquote, all sides were funneled to Market Street to create chaos. So basically he's saying there wasn't just two sides, there were many sides. And then to distance himself from his co-defendants, he said, "I remain agnostic about my co-defendants." I didn't really understand exactly what that meant, but that's what he said. And again, he was very long, but he did, I think for the most part, speak respectfully to the jury. It was a little weird when he started explaining the law, but there you go. That was him, Spencer.
Well, and the thing here we always talk about is a defendant representing themselves.
Yes.
Christopher Cantwell here, he has a podcast, a YouTube show, and from what we caught here, definitely tried to entertain the jury. Was that really a good strategy, though?
Okay. I think that he started off with really being offensive to the jury. I think the first thing he said, and we have all these great quotes for you to show. The first thing he said, if we can just bring that up, he said to the jury, "I think you're reasonably smart people, or better." Now, I don't know about you guys, I would find that offensive. And then he got into his career, and he said, "I'm very talented and, dare I say, good looking." And that's a direct quote, okay? I'm not making that up. He also said, "I don't care who I upset as long as I entertain my audience." And then finally, he said, before stepping down, "I'm gonna win this thing. No contest. It's not even close." Now, there was another lawyer who stepped in for the day. Again, there were so many defendants. It looks like they did wrap up opening statements by the end of the day. And of course, tomorrow they will begin with the first witness for the plaintiff, guys.
Okay, and you see this going more theater or more straight on with some sort of legal action here, court proceedings?
Oh, I think plaintiffs legal, defendants theater.
Okay, all right, Seema Iyer, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at this time for the latest out of Charlottesville, the Unite the Right trial.